People, you don't think I see you crying in your cars, but I do. Sometimes I can feel it at a red light, someone at my side trying to muddle through. See them wiping their eyes in the rear view, like black hole sun in the sky. Why the fuck won't you come when I need you? Well, this moment in time is as close as we'll be and as far as I'll meet you. Two windows in between us, new moon in the house of Venus. One stranger who sees you and reads your features knows that your alibi might be tight, but it's not quite leak-proof. So if you're sitting at the light and you're crying in your car, just know that I see you. And it's a 50-50 that I'm bloodshot, gun-shy, once bitten, twice tried, ribs pried wide to the sky till I'm see-through.
That's you, in case you don't recognize yourself.
You don't think I see you struggling to breathe, but I do. I see you stumble in your everyday grief like I do. I try, but I do. I'm twice bitten too. My mind's split in two. My knuckles bright white from the 10 to the 2. And the song in my head is the theme for a fugue. A state of decay through the filter of corporate news, where they edit the grays and the blues. They whitewash the brown till they drown out the natural hues. And then it's just another fact to refuse, that the corporate ladders for hanging the company noose. Consider it one of your perks, after all it's communal in use. So you can come and hang till your legs go limp and they're shaking you loose. Now you watch 5 co-workers opt for the alternate exit, neatly suspended above where you wolf down your food. And your company gets its incentives embellished by harping on wellness, suggesting you'd best take time for your mental health after your 14 hours are through. Like we gave you a bottle to piss in and fixed up a noose on the crossbeam. Christ, what more can we do? So if you struggle to breathe any moment that you aren't asleep, then remember, most of Americans fear for their savings, fear for their shelter, fear for their babies. You aren't the fringe of exception, but rather a perfect example of capital's rule. And you're far less alone than the ruling class tells you is true. You're far less alone than the ruling class tells you is true. I see you crying in your cars, but I do.
People still owe money. People still owe money. No. People still owe money. People still owe money.
It looks to me as though you learned to love your prison. I guess you'd say you made it your own. Such a difficult decision. I bet you finally feel like you're home. Home.
Right in the center where the haves meet. You were proud of incremental half speeds. You were getting down in the AOC dance line, hands tied, nodding to the backbeat. You'll Secret Service dive in front of any representative alive, being asked for the very bare minimum. And you'll turn into that same kind of hard right villain you detested should we mention they could ever muster maximum. Cause liberal denial's such a lofty ataraxia, where morals take a back seat, not up in the cab, but in hidden panels made by federal human traffickers. If you trust the autopilot, then you're just a sleeping passenger, passively accepting that it isn't us the bastards serve. Make making peace with all the evil walking on this rancid earth, seeking unity with those who bound your hands at birth, glancing up at fascists on a bloody dais thinking they just need a push. Not a holy man, but I'm praying for a burning bush. Yeah, I know you'd love to look away, but love, you need to look. There are many massacres the country manufactured that will never make the books. Now here's your fucking hook.
It looks to me as though you learned to love your prison. I guess you'd say you made it your own. Who knew that freedom's such a difficult decision? I bet you finally feel like you're home.
Home on the range of excuses. Justify some fracking, water down pollution, paint a fresh coat of bipartisan charm over backroom collusion. Your consent is being manufactured by illusions, marketing executives in federal seclusion, working day and night to keep you just the side of lucid, and too beat down for calling out abuses. So fuck all these progressives who can speak on revolution once they empty all your powder out and spit on all your fuses. I prefer to judge a leader not by quality of tweets, but the six-figure book deals she chooses. Donors he betrays, and donors that he'd gladly take a bullet before he refuses. Slogans he reuses, buzzwords he produces, then he spews like mucus. Well, two can play at that. So here's the inner dialogue of every time I snap, and it's fine-tuned to ruthless, and saying politics are useless. Just a bunch of loose lips tweeting cute shit, power suits, taxpayer booze trips. Bunker at the ready when the shoe flips. And there will be no news clips. There will just be
people still owe money. People still owe money. No.
It looks to me as though you learned to love your prison. I guess you'd say you made it your own. Who knew that freedom's such a difficult decision? I bet you finally feel like you're home. Home.
People still owe money. People still owe money.
false alarm. I thought that help was here, but it was my own reassurance bouncing round 100,000 times in my own ecosphere. If every time you speak you keep it off the record, consequently you can keep your record clear. And if you mute the speech that shakes your frail beliefs, you only seek to insulate your image and continue down the stream in the direction clout and credit steers. Directly from your mouth into am I the asshole Reddit's ears. Directly back into the greasy pockets of some Gates Foundation financiers. And then directly back into the frantic final thoughts of early trial Neuralink volunteers, staring at the numb and mumbling vacancies where recently had been their peers. Half of whom are glitching with the memory stuck on pause, and half have zero fucking clue just who they are or why they're here. It's been said that fear is all we have to fear, but that was back before the Bezos fear condenser came along, distilling concentrated fear that's diamond pure, crystal clear, oppressor strong, and woven into every single article you read and song they let you hear. And then Elon heard that Jeff enhanced our fears by 86%, and he said, hold my beer. And not a single sheep among the herd would turn their head or say a word, cause they were all too busy begging for the shears, begging for the muzzle, happy just to guzzle, feed, and watch a screen for all their years. Man, to each his own, can't afford a home, but they'll let you have your cozy little ecosphere, where there among your own devices you can break the seventh seal, overthrow the oracles and slay the seer. All the tomes were burned and all the lips were seared. Shut your eyes and all our lives just disappear. Now blink them twice. Welcome to your ecosphere. nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen to 50,000 dead? Now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison. Why play civil when all these dead won't make you listen? What's more American than slaying your oppressors? What's more American than liberty or death first? Man, I thought we were founded on abolishing the tyranny of those who would starve a village all to live empirically. And I regret that I have only one life to give for my cause now that I can see the cause so clearly. I want our leaders, regardless of party, to fear me. I will pick my targets and assassinate them lyrically. I will bring a mountain to the town square, hook them to the pillory and leave them there. Hillary, I'll see you there. Hillary, I'll see you there. You can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen to 50,000 dead? Now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison. Why play civil when all these dead won't make you listen? Welcome to the fantasy of rhetoric. Welcome to the last of the free speech while we can get it. And I promise you can get it. All you corporate Democrats, second wave Confederates, GOP illusionists, and neo-Nazi bureaucrats. And Stephen fucking Miller, I will see you in the aftermath. When all the laws are dust, there's just moral justice after that. And I will hunt you through the wasteland if it comes to that. So I can rub you in the dirt like a cheap human Brillo pad. I can sleep fine when our beds are burning, Stephen, but I'll turn around and run into the blaze to get my pillow back. As long as I can lay my head down, I can live with that. I can deal with a little ash. I can feel like a little of the old me burn with the bed and the rest of my past. The old world where we all lived and we can't get back. The old world where you didn't give and you'd still get back. Where you could rake in 12 billion and give none back. Those days are behind us, the virus will kill all that. Your wealth is behind us and kindness is meant for the past. Our leaders would bind us and starve us and call it a fast. A sacrament meant for their God that they garnish in cash. And they feed it the poor by the hundreds, that's all that it asks. Its hunger is legion and people in need are all it will have. So our only chance is to starve it and hope that it turns on them. You can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your hands. Can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your hands.
So if you don't trust the CIA or you don't trust like our institutions, then what do you trust? Wait, so if you don't trust the CIA or you don't trust like our institutions, then what do you trust?
last track, I think I only blinked once. I skipped lunch. Blinked twice. Christ, shut your eyes. Now open wide. Fascists took the nation and inflation took a supersize. It's sad to say your teachers couldn't quite make the ends collide. But now you'll probably get to see them on the weekends doing Uber drives. Say lube it with a little oil. One, it tastes expensive too. You'd be surprised how well it helps you open up your throat so you consume the lie of human rights that was sold to you by suits and ties, designer scents on plastic men with patient fangs and ancient vice. You know, the kind of greed that makes a person lose the sight of morals, so it's easier to sleep at night. It's easier to ease their minds and pick a foreign people we could demonize. If you take a sec to sink into how war criminals think, you'll know you'd never want to see inside. If every man's an open book to look within, theirs are bound in human skin and not designed for human eyes. They are wearing human skin, but they can simply not be humanized. They aren't worth the lowest of the poor they swore to crucify. Holy sweet Geneva, there's a mass grave full of dead believers you called the police on cause you don't believe in squatters' rights. You believe the sanctity of human life is relative to human worth in terms of work and dollar signs. So listen when I say you need to find the light of day before it's too late to apologize. Like holy sweet Geneva, here's a mass grave you can colonize. Because you seem to love to talk about the spirit of America. But if you saw the spirit of this land's supposed character, I think that you'd be calling ICE. And I also think the actual America is truly represented by the call to ICE. Is represented best by the descendants of some immigrants bitching about the immigrants, snitching on some immigrants, then playing dumb and innocent like good little Christians when their neighbors get deported. Until they're screaming at the store that they waited 20 minutes more because the staff was short.
Who are these people? We're live. Oh my God, we're here. Don't go anywhere. Hi, everybody. It's
everybody.
What? Wait,
real?
You got cut off there.
What? Hi, everybody.
Wow. Yeah, your mic is weird. I don't know what's up with that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, that's better.
Oh,
you just have to speak into it. That's all.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. What's going on? Yeah, it's American tradition. We're back. We're here. Jesse's alive. I'm glad to hear that. God, no, Bassam, no. I would not watch anything on Candace Owens, their mastermind. Sorry. I'm all set with that. Trying to cut down actually. This is Jesse Jett. I got Jesse Jett here. So, like, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing. We're making it. See, when we last spoke, we were getting ready to go to Florida. We were going to go down to Florida to see my family, and we were supposed to go for like a week. And we were, God, we had an hour and a half left of the 18-hour drive. We made it to Dothan, Alabama, and the transmission died on my wife's car. And we got it to a transmission place to find out that the repair work would be a little over the value of the car. So we kind of weighed our options for what we were going to do and what could get us back home when we needed to get home, because we had a gig on New Year's Eve that we could not afford to lose.
Okay. I hear you. Wait, I just lost you.
So, you got me now?
Now I got you back.
Okay. So, we decided to sell the car as is while we were there and get a rental car to get back, because that was the solution that really burned us the least. And trying to orchestrate selling your car and getting a rental between Christmas and New Year's is a bit of a challenge in and of itself. And with a whole bunch of delays and extra shit involved, we were not able to make it back for our New Year's gig. So had to call in and cancel that. We ended up being in Florida for an extra week. And we picked up the rental car, and it was a Nissan Rogue, and it had that feature where, you know, the car will kill the engine when you're sitting idle at a light.
Uh-huh.
And I've never driven anything that had that before. So we get the rental car and we get to the first light, and I feel it go. I'm like, oh Christ, oh God, what's happening again? It's not again, not again. I'm like, I have PTSD from that shit now. So yeah, so that sucked. And it was funny, as on the drive down, we were like, okay, we're gonna be really, really careful with our spending. We can't afford to spend much. We're gonna visit family, you know, we're gonna come back. And then we have the car issue. They're like, yeah, it'd be 58.75 or something to fix the transmission. We're like, nope.
Oh my God.
Nope. Put it out to pasture.
That happened to us pretty much a year ago with our car, and we ended up getting a new car, and I just leased it and paid it and figured out a way to do it.
And what sucked is this was, would it have 94,000 miles on it?
Oh, that's not even much.
Yeah, it was a 2016 Escape, and come to find out, they're notorious for that. If it's not that, it's the head gaskets right before the 100,000 mark. They've had class action suits over it and shit. So we just didn't know. We got it hand me down from her parents when they got a new car. We bought it from them, and so yeah, we had it for a couple of years, and it happened. So yeah, we sold it while we were there, and luckily we were close enough that like my dad was able to drive up and get us. We were, you know, an hour and a half away. So it wasn't the end of the world in that respect, but it was definitely a whole different kind of a trip than we expected. I spent a lot of time on hold and making phone calls and trying, you know, it was just it was a clusterfuck. So
would you do like a one-way rental from Florida to Michigan, basically?
Back to Michigan.
And
which was actually fairly reasonable, all things considered. Shout out to Enterprise, because I thought that was going to be a lot more.
See, now I would say fuck Enterprise, because while you had your troubles, we also had some trouble, because the week before Christmas, or actually on December 11th, I hit a deer. I'm driving the kids to school, and it cracked up my entire front end, and my car ended up in the shop for a month. All right, because they had to get the part, and then they had to paint it, and then it had to dry, and then they had to put all the shit with all the sensors in there. Then they had to calibrate the sensors. Then they had to have the guy come out from Toyota to actually test the calibration, and that took 2 extra days. Enterprise raked me over even though I had a $50 a day thing with my insurance, they still figured out a way to fuck me over. So yes, we got, but luckily we got the car back. Everything's fine now. Thankfully it's just money, but fuck, man, it's money.
Yeah.
You know, like you said.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then what's been going on like outside of that? Since you're back, everybody like not been sick since New Year's, hopefully.
No, I got the flu right after we got back. And this flu was a beast. Like it was very unmistakable flu symptoms, you know. And I was at home and I was like, yeah, this is trash. I'm just gonna write it out. And I kept waking up and kind of drinking some more water, and I'd take my temperature, and suddenly I have a headache behind my eyes that just won't go away. And checked my temperature, and it got up to 103.7. And I was like, all right, I guess I should go to urgent care so I can actually get like the official flu swab and know this is what I'm dealing with, you know? And I get to urgent care and they take my blood pressure and it's 180 over 102. I was like,
Oh my God.
That's why my eyes
high.
hurt so much. That explains the eye pain.
It's a bit much.
I was about to stroke out. So yeah, so that was a rough flu. And even for a couple weeks, I mean, I still, and a lot of people I've talked to that had this round of it, like your heart is a little fluttery afterwards.
Kit's been hit pretty hard, I know. Also, Kit got a flu pretty bad. And then he got COVID.
Really?
He got COVID after that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, it's been hitting everybody. We've been running between the raindrops trying to stay away from that and hand sanitizing left, right, and sideways. Seven side, how much to replace the whole friggin' engine? You might as well with the transmission. Right?
Right.
Unreal.
Yeah, at that point when they're like, yeah, it's almost $6,000. I'm like, that's what the car's worth. Like, we're not gonna do just because if we do that, then who knows what else at that point. If those are notorious for going to shit around 100,000, want to put the money into it and then just have it do something else. I didn't trust that car anymore.
Yes, live, no nudes. Yeah, Fred Edward, that's right. We are not nude. Jesse is dressed, hopefully, thankfully. This is not AI.
I am. And
it is live.
It's hard to finagle. I even have shoes on, as always.
Oh, pants check too. We got a pants check right there.
Pants and shoes. Yep.
Okay.
And we also have
an old man at
a Stro check.
We got Stro TV.
We got Stro.
Okay. I see. There's Angel. Angel's going to be live tomorrow night for Angel in the Afternoon. He's been doing a Monday show now. Like, is this a regular thing, dude? Like, I had no idea you were going to go live Monday, and then all of a sudden, like, hey, Angel's live. Doing it. Huh. Cool. Okay. Go. You go, bro. Keep doing that. If you want. Yeah, I mean, that's great. I encourage more of that. Because next week, especially, I'm going to be out of town. I get to go to Las Vegas for work. Yay. And spend a whole lot of money, but I get to eat well and I get to schmooze with a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a year. So that's nice.
Nice.
But yeah, we're here to actually like do a show instead of just catch up and shoot the shit. One of these days, if you feel like doing something before you're spent and it's 11 something. I know everybody came here to see you and not just, listen to us bullshit, though I enjoy talking to you. I could do this all night.
Right. Sorry,
I don't know what you said something about police fuck ice related stuff, which fits perfectly.
I was kind of thinking over a few pieces that kind of fit or had a couple lines that I felt were poignant or oddly prescient, one of the two.
One of the two.
It's funny, we had both, when we talked the other day, like I had been listening over some of the grift too, kind of getting ready for this, and there were a couple lines. I'm like, man, if only I knew how true that was at the time, or how much worse that would be when I again, like I said, I always want to be wrong. I'm really hoping that I'll start being, all my predictions will be just garbage.
Oil Baron Rescue Plan, specifically, I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, here, look, here's the thumbnail. Jesse didn't give me any guidance. He said there's celebrities with the hand signal and the Illuminati.
Any celebrity doing the Illuminati hand signal, whoever felt the most fitting or the funniest, follow your heart. And
so
he didn't let me down.
I found the first
episode number 69 too.
At 69, it is the for the Illuminati thing with the reverse thing for episode 69 works really well. I didn't even think about that, but that's beautiful. And shout out to Steve for the third eye on there. We got a Third Eye Carnival logo on there too. But yeah, it couldn't have been me, sir. I was front row in my AOC t-shirt. But yeah, it's funny because I had not been listening to much other than in the pre-show music, and I threw out a couple of songs from a clip show, and it was from the Grift that I was kind of recreating from live performances, the album, song by song by song. And the first two is The Grift. And then I skipped forward to Oil Baron, and I was like, oh my God, there's a few lines in there. Like, it's just us in motherfucking Israel that won't recognize that starvation is a basic human right. Right? Starvation is a weapon, and the genocide is a weapon of our, is a favorite weapon. And that was before October 7th. Like, how do you fucking do that? Stop. Something like that.
I want to.
Yes.
It won't let me. Oh, man. Well, what's funny is one of the songs you had planned was one I'm going to do. I think we'll open with it. From The Grift. Yeah, this is Supersize.
I don't hear the guitar.
Oh, I wonder if my directional thing is switched.
I'll bet it is. That also would help, so that when I want to do this,
Let's try this.
We're fucked.
that everybody will hear it. No, it sounds like the banjo. The fuck? Is this
Strange.
thing not picking up the right mic?
Discord, are you doing any wacky?
My guess is it is. It's picking up the wrong mic.
And Windows.
Please tell me it has the wrong mic. No. Oh no. We might have to make a switch over to StreamYard for this.
No?
Oh, that I hear.
Interesting. Do you hear my voice too, though?
Yes.
Okay. So there are different input profiles for audio. We were on custom, now we're on studio. Welcome to studio audio input.
Yeah, beautiful. Much better. Woo, I was getting worried.
Last track, I think I only blinked once. I skipped lunch. So blink twice. Christ, shut your eyes. Now open wide. Fascists took the nation and inflation took a supersize. Now it's sad to say your teachers couldn't quite make the ends collide. But now you'll probably get to see them on the weekends doing Uber drives. See, lube it with a little oil. One, it tastes expensive too. You'd be surprised how well it helps you open up your throat so you consume the lie of human rights that was sold to you by suits and ties, designer scents on plastic men with patient fangs and ancient vice. You know, the kind of greed that makes a person lose the sight of morals so it's easier to sleep at night. It's easier to ease their minds and pick a foreign people we can demonize. If you take a sec to sink into how war criminals think, you know you'd never want to see inside. If every man's an open book to look within, theirs are bound in human skin and not designed for human eyes. They are wearing human skin, but they can simply not be humanized. They aren't worth the lowest of the poor they swore to crucify. Holy sweet Geneva, there's a mass grave full of dead believers you called the police on because you don't believe in squatters' rights. You believe the sanctity of human life is relative to human worth in terms of work and dollar signs. So listen when I say you need to find the light of day before it's too late to apologize. Holy sweet Geneva, there's a mass grave you can colonize. Because you seem to love to talk about the spirit of America. But if you saw the spirit of this land's supposed character, I think that you'd be calling ICE. And I also think the actual America is truly represented by the call to ICE. Is represented best by the descendants of some immigrants, bitching about the immigrants, snitching on some immigrants, then playing dumb and innocent like good little Christians when their neighbors get deported. until they're screaming at the store that they waited 20 minutes more because the staff was short. Because some ordinary bigot started waging war on immigrants. And we'll just keep deporting because like your first vote and each election since, it turned out that the man you were supporting ended up to just be twice the fucking bigot as the bigot that he wins against. Well, I was not among the herd. A single word from Biden stirred a tingle in the cynic's sense. And I knew that a vote for Joe was more like Reagan 2.0. I could smell the sarin smoke that choked around the river bend. And so I spoke about a living end, about an anchor thrown to drowning men. A democratic president, a country never found again. The men who've marinated in the blood this land in. A crime bill that contains sufficient lethal ends to drown us in. It was written by a man, a crown of sins, who currently is sleeping in a bed of sins. It's no wonder those who truly understand the meaning of democracy are not too keen to let us in. It's no wonder other countries can't conceive of skipping meals or missing rent or being on the streets because you can't afford your medicine. That's uniquely American. And Joe proved to be the most disturbingly American of precedents. I shiver when I think of what's to come if he's the president. It's a wonder I can even function still to process all the rhymes through all the resonance. Bless my heart, I'm liminally reticent, standing on a threshold of bone, ash, and sediment, near a faded marker claiming this to be the grave of all my sentiments. Exactly where I left them all, just how I remembered it. Bless my heart, I'm liminally reticent, standing on a threshold of bone, ash, and sediment, near a faded marker claiming this to be the grave of all my sentiments. Exactly where I left them all, just how I remembered it. It's a wonder I can even function still to process all the rhymes through all the resonance. Bless my heart, I'm liminally reticent. Exactly where I left it all, just how I remembered it. And that is Supersize.
Wait, so if you don't trust the CIA and our institutions, then what do you trust?
What do you trust? There it is. I love it.
We missed the piano with that one. Blim, 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 blim. Just missing something. But that's okay. When you go, fuck. Yeah. Hope Reef feels better soon. Yeah. Shout out to Reef.
We're fucked.
Yes, we are. And also,
who are these people?
I'm not really sure. But we got a bunch of people already here in chat, so that's a good thing. I see Descent to Bloom. She said she's doing some research on Palantir and ICE contracts. I'm sure that's going to be nightmarishly bad. Look for an upcoming article, I'm sure, for that. Yeah, Seven Sign, dropping hearts. Everybody loving the songs.
Oh, Cookies said Jesse doesn't have a gray hair yet. Well, my camera's kind of shit tonight, but I got a nice big one right there.
Oh, okay, I see it.
A whole lot coming in here, but there's this one really prominent guy that's just like...
I chopped off the playoff beard after New Year's. I couldn't take it. I got rid of it. I'm back to the goatee. So we're back to that. So everybody visualize salt and pepper goatee, mostly salt. And I got my INN beanie, by the way, from our merch store.
Nice.
So if you go to indienewsnow.com,
I need to cop one of those
and click on the merch. I thought I had a t-shirt sent to you. I don't know if you got it. INN shirt. You're supposed to. I'll make sure we get a hat out to you. Yeah, it's nice. And I got a couple stickers too. So
nice.
Yeah. Go to, again, indienewsnow.com and check out the shop the merch link, and you can get all the merch you want, including now a green indie tie t-shirt or tank top. So yeah, why is everybody getting sick? Great question, Vicky. But it's wintertime and they want everybody sick, and all our immune systems have been shot, and we're all up late scrolling through our phones, dealing with all kinds of nonsense. Ah, yeah, gray hair doesn't mean
It's been
shit.
cold as
That's
shit
right.
well, we've been getting dumped on with snow lately. I think our wind chill tonight's like 20 below or something.
Oh my
stupid.
god. Oh.
Fox didn't have school like all of last week. But yeah, I've been going to work in just white out. Even like in by my desk in the warehouse, it's like 49 degrees, 48 degrees at best. It sucks. It's been really, really icy. It's just, yeah,
Wow.
it's been a shit show.
Just brutal. All right, man.
Okay. Jumping back to album number 2.
Since everybody's a virus.
It's hard not to feel, and I'm sure a lot of other people will agree with me, I hope. You don't want to be like, we told you so, but like, when Obama was in office, he starts increasing ICE funding, but then watching Biden do it, and watching Biden increase all these, riot preparedness measures and stuff like that, no matter how much we tried to sound the alarm on that, people are just like, what do you want, Trump back? We're just too busy celebrating that, democracy was back, and we're, all that. That wasn't that long ago, and I feel like the second wave of that is coming around the corner. That's what so many people that are suddenly very upset about the state of our country are just waiting for Trump to be out. That's where it all rests. They're like, we just got to get him out. I can't wait. And then we can get democracy back. And it is, as whoever comes in next, if they stick up a little Valentine's sticker on the lawn, a little signpost like Jill did, people will be like, decency is back. Look at that. Humanity's back in the White House again. And that's going to be it, And it's hard not to pick up on the amount of people that are just so desperate to get back to brunch,
Oh yeah.
And they're suddenly very, very upset about this. And this is not America. This is not, what have we become, and all that. Like, God damn, it's just,
Stroh's with you.
Yeah, he is. Stroh, that's my dude. He gets it. But yeah, it's, this is not something new. This is maybe a rapid acceleration, but it's still on track for what we've been trending towards and seeing the stage set for over the last, few years. So it's hard to have watched it happen in slow motion, and now here we are. And there's so many people that are shocked Pikachu face, and like this just came out of nowhere, and suddenly we just flipped a switch, and it's like full on fascism that we never had before. And it's like, oh, Trump just came and waved his wand and made everything fascist. And like, it's not an inherently fascist infrastructure that he's just taking the helm on and cranking up the production line on. It's. So with that in mind, I couldn't help but include this song because it's true. Again, I remember Biden getting into office and everyone being like, glad that nightmare is over, and then just tune out for 4 years. That's like, yeah.
Yes.
And again, an ally is an ally. It's nice to have people involved, but it's also hard not to be wary of how many of those people are, your fair weather activists that, like, as soon as we get a Democrat back in the White House, you're like, well, Democrats are the good guys. We don't have anything to protest about. Time to get out of these
Touch.
streets,
JoJo from Jers and all these clowns that all of a sudden are like very upset. You know, I mean, this is not, like you said, this isn't who we are, really. Like, did you not know about Standing Rock? Like, what? This is exactly who we are. That Israel stole our model, sadly enough. You know, so I don't. Yeah, it's again, and I did literally a fuck ice segment just about every week on How Do We Miss That? Now Indie News Now Live. Every single week there's at least one segment or part of the lightning round with something having to do with ICE, Border Patrol, locking up immigrants, persecuting people who were here legally, but they may have said something online about Palestine. And that's where it started. So,
Chuck and himbo. He said, "You all missed it, but Joe Biden passed away."
well, yes, every day he puts it in the chat. Joe Biden died today. That's right. Joe Biden has died.
Jim Crow, proud to live and vote as a Strom Thurmond clone. If he tried to kiss your daughter with the cameras rolling, he'll try more than kissing her alone. He'll cozy up with Jill for a photo like a portrait of the Kissingers at home. You know I hate to kill the messenger, but if he's gotta go, we can FaceTime and I'll slit its throat while it stares into the phone. Like if you don't know, kitten, now you know. This is where austerity has gotten us. This is all that palpable excitement for a 20-year wait on forgiveness for your student loans. But a distraction's a distraction, and it's time to see some action, so it's one last song for Joe. Before I try to keep his name out of the lyrics in my phone, try to shift the focus to our senators and everyone in Congress who is all too happy to be hidden while we're wasted to the bone. And it is not food insecure, it's starvation, and it lurks in almost half this country's homes. So if you're gonna lay down, hold your nose and vote for Joe, have the guts to admit that you chose to submit and that you decided lending your support to a pedophile must be a step towards hope. That a vote for a man who spent his whole life implementing laws that dehumanized people of color is a vote against fascism. When you knew damn well he was a kinder, dumber face on the same white nationalism. So throw away your scruples with the memories of your activism. Watch your weak resistance usher in a fucking cataclysm. Elect a bigot war pig and say you're gonna push him into pacifism. That's some fucking bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. Some bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. God, that's some fucking bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. Honey, that's some fucking bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. Oh, that's some fucking... I have to end that like the album. I can't not do that.
It has to end like that. Like, I wouldn't even know how else it would end. You can play it out, but and kind of fade it out, but it wouldn't have the same effect. No, that's Lockheed Martin OnlyFans for those who didn't know.
No, that's
oh no, that's
At Home with the Kissingers.
Right, At Home with the Kissingers. Right. Why did I have them confused? Sorry, my bad. That is Kissingers at Home.
It does, for what it's worth, it's different chords, but that does the same kind of lift up and then back down, because Lockheed Martin does the... What is it? Yeah.
That's right. Yep. Buzzer. I get the buzzer for that one.
You know, sir, I like you much better with my glasses off.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right, let's jump up to Black Site.
We're going to Black Site.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 2 years since my last record.
Yeah, seriously. Jonesing hard, sir.
Okay. Even though this is police and not ICE, I mean, it's the same playbook. It's the same, you know, well, they're just doing their job. They have families too. They're just people, kind of a fucking bullshit they try to sell you to humanize them. That doesn't work. So it only felt right to do Blood Badge.
Yeah. I just wanted people to notice that I actually... You own this. Yes, I own this. I've purchased live from the Black Site from jessejett.bandcamp.com, which any of you are free to do anytime you'd like. Try to do it on a Bandcamp Friday, and all of the proceeds then go to our friend Jesse. But by all means, jessejett.bandcamp.com, and all the music that we're playing tonight can be found on that, as well as scores of other music in the past few years. So by all means, please go there and check it out, and I'll put the words up on screen so you can follow along. That's what this screen's for. I even got the vertical version, and I'll let Jesse do his thing.
Okay. Yeah, so for those who maybe have not heard this piece before, this was in response to Cop City, and watching all these people crowd these, public opinion meetings and loudly oppose the construction of this giant fake city for the police to just, hone their brutality in, and have it still get approved, to still have it still be just such a glaring example of us not having a functioning democracy. It's what less than 2% of laws passed in our country are publicly approved. It's the I don't remember what the name of the democracy watchdog group is, but basically that what the will of the constituent is represented in the policies 2% of the time in America.
Yeah, not only that, they went over budget by over $100 million more than the $30 million it was supposed to originally cost. There were petitions within the city for more than 100,000 signatures to stop this thing, but it had corporate sponsorship, and it had the police and the politicians behind it, and they were going to make it happen no matter what the people wanted. So that was more of the... And I covered this, not only that, but there were protesters, of which Tortuguita, very famously, was murdered by the police with his hands raised, sitting in protest in the Wiley Forest, okay? While other people had chained themselves to heavy equipment, he was sitting unarmed in a circle with his hands raised, and they shot him and murdered him. And then they prosecuted the other protesters as domestic terrorists. I wonder if that's happening now anywhere else, interestingly enough. It was kind of a precursor to a lot of that stuff. So, yeah. Sorry, I wanted to get because I've been
again, that's a great example. There's Tortuguita is just one of so many people who the story that gets told is, they had a weapon, or they had whatever, and that's just, people are trained to look for desperately to claw around for whatever they can to label someone worthy of being murdered by the state. And we do it for the police, and they want people to do it for ICE, and people will do it for ICE as well. People say, well, you shouldn't disobey, you shouldn't resist, you should just be okay with what you see happening, be okay with it, shut your mouth and just let it happen, is the only way to avoid, you know, bodily harm, which that's fascism. Welcome to the, I don't know, the worst case scenario in all the sci-fi movies that you watched about what happens when the government goes rogue and we're all living in this, you know, fucking, I don't know, hellscape, for lack of a better word.
All right, let's do blood badge.
I know.
I'll let you do the blood badge.
But so people are just all too quick to justify that. And again, there has been so much just unwarranted state certified murder that gets to take place and doesn't make barely a ripple nationwide, you know, on the news circuit, which is just another means of dehumanizing our own people. You know, we see them do it with Palestine and with Syria, you know, and anywhere else, but they're really good at getting people to justify and sign off on it happening here as well, which is fucking terrifying. Which, yeah, brings us to blood badge. You're gonna have to chill for a minute. I bet they'll burn the record, because the truth would have them hung. And the record will reflect that there were thousands of tongues screaming, "Stop Cop City," at the top of their lungs, waiting for democracy that never comes. Now, in war, you hear a chorus born of voices in defeat. In Georgia, there's a forest full of vibrant, healthy trees. And somewhere, in a meeting room no camera ever sees, a council plans on bridging both extremes to build a city where no citizen will sleep, where every home's as vacant as the soul of every cop that walks its streets. They are empty, cold, and lifeless, like the heart of every officer patrolling on the beat, doling out the beat to all the homeless folks they meet. Another swine smiling while they wallow in your taxes, but they still insist their funding's incomplete. So we had better spend approximately double what we'd need to make the water safe in Flint so they can train somewhere in peace, far removed from public view, disturbingly discreet. Somewhere they can breathe and learn the proper way to place a knee, away from prying eyes and all those witnesses so quick to scream and start a hurried stream. Well, I guess our heaps of billions wrenched away from education still can't supplement their needs. Well, that's breaking news to me. I was under the impression every city in this country was a playground for police, a space for them to train to be the worst that they could be until they're free of any conscience when they meet us in the streets. I thought that they used Akron as the Stasi soft release and gave New York a budget big enough to fill the sea. I thought the training ground for the driveway drive-by existed at Los Angeles PD. And I think it might be far too late for us to see Atlanta's just a single seed, and one they seek to plant in every space that's quiet, safe, and green. They want a grove in every city, one whose harvest picks us clean. And the fruit that forms like tumors on the branches it conceives will curdle every healthy humor should you trust enough to eat. So believe the morbid rumors you hear echo on the breeze, for the forest had its hands up and was calmly on its knees. And I bet they'll burn the record, for the record will concede that Tortuguita had their hands up when the fusillade released, and that constituent opinion does not sway you in the least when you're an agent of that fascist beast. And if any cop is listening, please memorize this part. You are more a waste of public space than noble beating heart. You will never be as brave as those you've snuffed out in the dark. You have only left a stain. You will not make a lasting mark.
And the same for every council chair who heard their cities speak, who were asked to represent the ones who chose them all to lead, and who opt for more Gestapo because they're frightened and they're weak. Well, you cannot claim democracy, then sleep on free speech like the whisper of a forest creek. And you cannot block dissent like it was all some awful dream, any more than you'd endeavor to remove the children's screams from a damning piece of evidence that we don't need police, and we would gladly trade them each for trees. So I bet they'll burn the record, that our kids might never know how they designed a fascist paradise and vowed to make it so, and death hung in the air one night to consecrate their land with the consummate oppressor's hand. And now shining in a line, a medal waits for every man in a city where no human stands. It's just the guardians of capital, with killer's union drip, blood badge on their uniform and bravery on their hip, no humanity to speak of, no compassion on their lips, just Atlanta under full eclipse. And so I bet they'll burn the record, lest the truth would see them hung. For the record will reflect that there were thousands of tongues crying "Stop Cop City" at the top of their lungs. But democracy would never come. That's Blood Badge. Hi, Stro.
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
And by the way, again, you want to talk about like prescient. They want to build one in every place that's green. 83 cop cities around the country. As of last year, were in the process of or had already been constructed, number one.
God damn.
Number two, right now, and I literally did a story this week on Indie News Now Live from Common Dreams about how they are now buying massive warehouses all around the country to house 5,000 to 10,000 people each. They are not going through zoning stuff. They're not going through normal code stuff. They're not going through city council and board approvals and everything else that they need to go through because they know nobody would approve it. They're just going to build them. And they're just going to then make your town shut it down like they did with Alligator Alcatraz after they've disappeared 1,200 fucking people. Okay, Bloom sent me a video today about another person who's like, my husband got taken. He's supposed to be sent to Brazil, and now they don't know where he is. He's just gone. Like, they're disappearing people. They're fucking with people. And you just got to hope that you don't get into that system, because the minute you do, your life is turned upside down, and everyone around you's life is turned upside down. Yep. That's part of this entire, like, fear-mongering clamp down of authoritarianism and fascism accelerated even further in the last year. It started again. They started coming for the immigrants last year, and they started experiencing kids in 50 some people, kids in cages made for 5 to occupy. I remember there was a line about that. That's happening right now to not just kids, but adults too. But there was literally a kid in Minnesota last week, 5 years old, used as bait to lure his family out, or somebody to come out. Nobody did. So they arrested him and his father, sent him 1,000 miles away to Texas. They're sitting in a holding facility. This kid's losing weight by the day. They're feeding him oh, dude, it's so awful what's going on right now. And there's no adults in charge. There's nobody to stop it. And they know it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do we do? Hunker down and protect your neighbors. And that's what we're trying to do wherever we can. Yeah. It's like, there's so many gaps, you can't fill them.
Yeah.
I don't know what you got. I see the guitar, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I know that note. I know where to go. From the upcoming new album. From... No.
liked it better being blind when I couldn't read between the lines. Couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. Thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. Both bleed us so dry. My favorite songs don't hit the same way, 'cause I get to the end of some 4-minute track and I'm only looking back thinking, what did they actually say? So I try to sit down with my wife and watch TV, but I just see propaganda elevating the police in the simplest of sitcom banter. Those tiny little altars full of offerings to corporate masters in every well-planned wide pan shot of the name brand stocking up the pantry. Pull back, one long tracking shot out to the garage to the logo on the Camry. A nice tight shot of the Camry, close-up view of the Camry, slow pan up on the Camry, long slow zoom to that unmoving human who's up in the front with a tube pumping fumes to him straight from the back of the Camry. Ashamed he just could not provide for himself, let alone for his family. It's a blue pill mindset that spent 2020 making dance beats. Being blind when I couldn't read between the lines. Couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. I thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. Both bleed us so dry. Ignorance is bliss, which explains why a lot of us are so fucking happy and quick to take the trip for all its trappings. Never one to ask what's up, what's going on, or God forbid what's happening. Lots of us will strap into the ride and spit right in the eye of the guy whose job it is to snap our fastenings. But maybe we're all born with that capacity. Maybe each of us comes standard with humor, compassion, malice, and audacity. Some of us are blind to the system, but some see it fine and say this is how it has to be. Some of us can stare wide-eyed at a nationwide human catastrophe and only offer platitudes and recipes. And fuck, I wish that I could tell myself nothing's worth obsessing past my everyday necessities. I wish that I could cry fake news over anything that threatened me, tune out our abuses and consume a little levity. I wish that I could offer
We lost Jesse. What happened? Uh-oh. I don't think he realized it. He's mid-song. Good thing is, oh, we're back. We lost Jesse.
What the hell?
Now you're back. That's never happened before.
Yeah. Nice try, feds. I wish that I could cry fake news over anything that threatened me, tune out our abuses and consume a little levity. I wish that I could offer up my son a smoother destiny. I wish I had some lessons for how best to answer questions of the things I've been perpetually questioning. But I'm too busy looking at our leaders, wondering what I might be missing from their messaging. I'm trying to find the reasoning to let 250,000 people need an early reckoning. And even though I know the truth, it's hard to swallow something that's so literally sickening. Hope is ever dwindling, COVID ever beckoning. Winter slows your breathing, but your pulse is ever quickening. Even though I know the truth, it's hard to keep listening.
Alright, I'm done with my epiphany. My innocence is blistering. Like to think I'd taste the earth before I'd ever kiss the ring. It's hard to speak the truth and harder still to keep listening. Sometimes I think I miss being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. Thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. Both bleed us so dry.
That was the most interesting Redpilled I've ever seen.
Redpilled in 2 parts.
Was that Stro? Did he jump on the keyboard?
No, it all of a sudden just popped up like, hey, you're inactive.
Wait.
I think maybe just because I didn't touch, I hadn't moved my mouse in a
Oh, it
while.
AFK'd you. Holy crap.
And
Look
it was
at
just like, nope, you need to come back in.
Okay. Well, we recovered. That was a 10 out of 10 recovery. Thank you, Himbo. I agree.
At least it wasn't, just my internet decided to take a shit.
Oh, yeah. At least we can come. We can bring it right back.
Too.
It's happened to all of us. Good night, Kate. Good night to Descent in Bloom. I know it's getting somewhat late. Everyone's got to work tomorrow. It's after 11. Seven Sign, Mastermind. Everyone's giving us claps. Giving you claps. Yeah, that was. Yeah, we were right there. Twice Baked Potato. I know a person with that handle. Maybe. Seasoned sour cream or something. So that was an interesting interesting version of Redpilled. I thought it was airplane mode. It was what I thought was coming, which is why I said cut off the upcoming
There's a D
album.
minor in that.
But speaking of which, you want to tease what's going on with that, if anything?
Yes, I have started hunkering down and recording to get this thing slated, because I'm ready. I've been getting the anxious, like, okay, it's time to start putting things together. I kind of have like, I'm satisfied. I say that after adding another song. But it's one of those things I really beat myself up for a long time over, like, how do I want to structure this, and making sure I, like, don't want to miss anything. But, like, if nothing else gets put into the pot, I'm still satisfied with the stew that I'm working on. So I'm good on, like, yeah, I'm past the drive myself crazy point, which is a big hurdle for this.
Sure.
So yeah, it didn't. Once we get going, it doesn't usually take very long. So I don't want to give an exact timeline, but we're finally, like, getting it done.
We're going to be surprised one day, and it's usually going to be like a national holiday or some major momentous day. That's been the history of when it's been dropped. Right? In the meantime, and I hate to mention it again, but Bandcamp could use a Jesse Jett live album somewhere in its mix.
It could.
And there is the ability to do such a thing, and I have put tracks together, and I could even put an album to cover if we needed to, and we can get that thing done, but I need somebody to put it into Bandcamp to do that. But that's a whole other story for a whole other time, I guess. But I don't get this opportunity because I literally haven't talked to the guy in 5 weeks. So sorry, I got to give him a little bit of grief. For those who did not watch on Tuesday night, it had been so long since I had spoken to Jesse that I literally recorded 30 seconds on the show of, like, hey, have you seen Jesse? Could you tell him to give me a call? Because I'd love to hear from him, and I'm trying to do a
Jesse,
show with him
come home.
Thursday.
We miss you.
Like, seriously, bro.
Everybody's just We just want to make sure you're all right.
Seriously, just a smoke signal, something. And yeah, he's like, yeah, no, we're doing a show, and yes, we're live at Red Rocks. One of these days we'll rent that Red Rocks. Oh, you saw the video today, Cynic? That's funny. I DM'd it to the book. I'm like, I don't know if now that whole Twitter DMs is secure, that some people didn't turn that on and they lost their DMs. Okay, well, he's going to go. I'll do that. So they lost their DMs, or they've gone over to upscrolled or whatever, or I don't know. You know, I also texted him and that didn't work out. I guess I saw that they were opened, but I see an old guitar being pulled out. Ooh, that's interesting. Is that an old guitar that I just saw being pulled out?
It is. It's
nice. Okay, well, we're gonna. It's while he's tuning. So yeah, that was Redpilled. Redpilled is actually the outro that I've been using for my show for years now. And it's the one that I relate to the most in a lot of ways, because you know it's the we can't go back once you know what you know. And the funny thing is the Camry now, like you can have the hose coming from the back of the Camry, but it's electric, so now it won't even do anything. But that's a whole other story with the Camry. But yeah, that was originally what kind of hooked me, where he's talking about the Camry and it's a blue pill mindset that spent 2020 making dance beats, and now it's they're fighting. You know, they don't want to defund ICE, but they're not happy with what ICE is doing, and they certainly, again, like you said, they weren't unhappy necessarily while Biden was in office, but now that they're seeing what it could be used for. Maybe you should have listened to the people that were telling you that, hey, you realize that Biden's never going to be in office forever, and that eventually this will snap back around, and the people you don't like will be in charge of the things that you just approved and put together, right? And of course they didn't listen and went ahead with whatever they did and told us to fuck off, and then anointed their own candidate that Jesse predicted 3 years earlier. Oops. And that was a spectacular failure. Madam Zero Delegates came strolling down the podium and popping OxyContin like they're velements, I seem to recall. So but yeah, Redpilled is up there for me.
Okay. Yeah, I really am just dying to hear this a step down, and that's what this puppy is in. So consider this airplane mode, low altitude version.
She said I can't turn my phone off, or the world stops and it's all my fault. And I don't go in airplane mode, cause they know when the flight takes off. And I thought I was born for the storm, but tonight I wish the rain would stop. I wish the rain would stop. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. Love, I know it, so I won't waste time to deny my doubts. And I just wanna know what's on your mind, but the Wi-Fi is out. And I know we were born for the storm, but I just need a break in the clouds. Just a break in the clouds. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say, 'cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say, 'cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. I'm the same as what I create. I gave it my name to speak for me. And when it wanted a face, I showed it my face, as good as my face could look for me. I filtered every smile, and I added every day, just couldn't like another day, but I can't say, I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say, 'cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone.
And that's airplane mode. Low altitude edition.
Low flying airplane mode. We're trying to avoid the radar. Please clip that for me, Andy. Okay, sure. We can do that.
It is decided.
Cynic was saying there was a little bit of kind of feedback or something. I don't know if you were too close to the mic or if when you got kicked out that Discord changed your mic back. Can you check?
I bet it did.
Can you check your setting to make sure that you're
it did.
Still on the right output from your mic? Slap it a bass, as Sean the Accord Lord says. So while he's doing that, I will.
Nope, it's on the right thing.
See that? I will implore you to support independent media because we need it more than ever. All those people on that board have already done so. A bunch of them are already in chat or have been tonight, like Kameshwari Kate, who I did not mention the other night, though I meant to. James Arkazewski, who's been one of our longest subscribers over on Substack. And he never shows up at the streams, but we love him anyway and deeply appreciate the support. Fred Edward, Mr. Super Share, who's now sharing over on Upscrolled as well as Minds and everything else. You know, the thing that's bothering me about Upscrolled, honestly, is that they don't have a desktop browser version yet that you can go to. So if you want to post from your desktop to Upscrolled, you have to actually like download an emulator.
Oh, damn.
And then download the app to the emulator and run the emulator logged in. And then copy, paste, and do whatever. Is there a Nuclear Blast song, Seven Sign? Well, as a matter of fact, there's a Nuclear Blast album on Jesse Jett.
I was literally about to play.
Bandcamp.com.
I was literally about to wrap up with something from that.
From the Geiger Age. That's wonderful. Well, if I can put in, it would be a stroll, but I don't know if you've already decided. That's really funny. I'll drop the link for this album, which is, I think it is, a 5-song album that is just phenomenal. I mean, if you haven't listened to it, he's played some of the songs on that we've done on the show before and on the clip shows. And Geiger Age, it's a good time dystopia album. Like, how do you do that? He does.
Oh, that's the wrong guitar. Doop, doop, doop.
That's why it sounded a little funny, but
I was like, that's too high.
released New Year's Eve 2021, according to Bandcamp that I'm looking at here. That is the 5 songs of Geiger Age, which also notice I own this too. Like, purchased all of them. So, hey, there's me.
I actually have I have Jess learning this song because I want to play this at shows with her. Because it's like it's maybe my shortest song. Like, it's 1 minute and 40 seconds. But it sounds so fun with high harmony. So yeah. This is modern style.
Where's that new modern style? Where's that new beat? They promised something wild, then gassed us in our sleep. We woke up underground and forced to work the mines, and only have these tired songs to last us for a time. We had a stack of wax and some of it was fine, and a player in the break room where we went to flesh our eyes. We lasted all of 7 months, and when it finally died, the only source of music was your dusty empty mind. And I said, oh my God, I don't miss the light. Oh my God, I don't miss the sunshine, my sweet God. But I miss all the songs that used to make me feel alive. Some of us disappeared down deeper in the mines. One came back, I guess the rest we're just not meant to find. We stopped him screaming and we held him as he cried. I saw what's out the hatch and we're all better off inside. And I sing, oh my God, I don't miss the light. Oh my God, I don't miss the sunshine, my sweet God. But I miss all the songs that used to make me feel alive. Ooh.
Yeah, that was.
We're getting that after hours voice.
We're getting that scratchiness,
Jesse,
but it wasn't just
Jesse,
the voice.
Jesse
The
Jett
guitar
After
was
Dark.
scratchy. Everything is a little scratchy. I don't know if you were too close, and then you're peeking it out a little bit. Like getting that like a little bit of scratchiness to
Oh, really?
it. But
Interesting.
a little bit. I mean, yeah, we need someone
Discord
writing
doesn't
audio.
afford me a lot of
No.
audio options.
So
either.
what we're gonna end up doing is probably
Bring my
using,
game
well,
back
if
down,
I get a
but- chance
chance to test with you at some point in the next month, we can try OBS Ninja, which Reef says you have a lot more control over and is a plugin directly for OBS and has more audio controls allegedly. He tried it with Colin
Nice.
a couple weeks ago and it worked out. It's browser based and very lightweight allegedly. So, welcome back, Seven Sign. I hope you like the Nuclear Blast song at the Geiger Age. And you can get to jessejett.bandcamp.com, check out the Geiger Age, and download it. Free of charge if you
All right,
want,
let's
but
wrap up,
name your own price.
Let's do a little redemption run, hopefully. Throw a little cover down before we get out of here.
All right.
She said I'll throw myself away. They're just photos after all. I can't make you hang around. I can't wash you off my skin. inside the frame is what we're leaving on. You won't remember anyway. I can go with the flow. Don't say it doesn't matter anymore. I can go with the flow. If you believe it in your head, it's so fun to way around. Little soldiers in a row. I need something good to die for, to make it beautiful to live. I can go with the flow. Don't say it doesn't matter anymore. I can go with the flow. If you believe it in your head, if you believe it in your head, if you believe it in your head, if you believe it in your head.
Let's Go With the Flow by Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know who that was. I don't know them very well. I know a couple of their songs, but not very many. That was good. That was good getting back into the swing.
Yeah,
Before we get out of here,
First show of the new year. You know.
shake off some of the rust. I did want to show the website I built that this site is actually live on right now, called IndieNewsNow.com. The show is live on the Watch Live tab. You can also get to the merch here from the merch link. You can keep the news free and tip the network with a Stripe tip right there, using credit card however you want. Learn a little bit more about the network, but you can also just check out articles or videos or podcasts specifically and break that down by category. Like I said, we got an American Tradition tank top there. $19, man. $19 for a white tank top. $22 for the black one. The black is $3 extra. I don't know why. But I actually like the white one because it's got the extra shadows to it. So
like
that
that
one's
white
pretty
one.
good. That's pretty dope. And then I also got this one, the INN. I actually got this one. INN t-shirt, fits good, feels good, and it washes well. All right. Nice. And then we also got the Cats Are Dicks. Sorry, Stro. But we did make a Cats Are Dicks t-shirt. Or I made one and then had them add it there. So if you want to get Jesse's head on a t-shirt, you can do that. There, our little Care Bear, and there's the Angel in the Afternoon logo. So Angel will be live on tomorrow, and there's Angel's Zago head on a shirt. For Wrestling Talk, we got our boat smashing into other boats logo, and how do we miss that? You got your indie gear, Indie Media Today, Indie News Now. I got an Ocho sticker sent to me by Big Frog, so you can also get a lot of these things as stickers. And there is the Cats Are Dicks t-shirt. All right. I love that thing. It's just too much. We're waiting to see how many we actually sell. And then down at the bottom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Then down at the bottom we have our indie t-shirt. So now we have the green tie with the arms. You can be indie if you want. I don't know who would want to be. Anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you want to catch up on past episodes, all of the previous episodes of American Tradition reside now at INNnewsletter.com. So at the top of INNnewsletter.com, you go to American Tradition, and again, all 68 previous episodes are here with descriptions and links and set lists wherever I could put them and links to find it elsewhere, everything. So that's all there. And then we also have one for the live, for some of the clip shows when I started streaming them out to Substack. Those are all here. And then I also wanted to implore you also over there is the one-on-ones that I've been doing. And I did one last week with Alan McLeod. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Go watch that.
That was awesome.
Thank you. I'm proud of that one. Ryan Christian has been generous enough to come a couple times on the show. And the last conversation I had with Shanda, I hope to do another one of those this year. That's our hope, is that she'll be well enough that we can do at least one more of those this year and continue that series. And yeah, so in the meantime, we'll be back like next month. Next Thursday, I won't be back because I would normally do a tech tips that night. I'll probably do it the week after. I don't know if that's Valentine's Day. I don't think it is. I think it's like a couple days before, so we'll be good.
So the last Thursday of February
is the 26th.
I will be taking off the next day because my birthday is the 28th.
Nice.
And I'll be damned if I don't get a 3-day weekend out of that. I can't.
Well, then it'll be 4. Okay.
I just can't.
Oh, the next day,
they
right,
want me to
27.
can, and I can't. So I'll be able to have an American tradition where I don't have to be up early the next morning, which is always nice. So,
that's nice.
Looking forward to that.
Okay, so that'll be on the 26th. Right. Sunday night. Oh, I thought Sunday night was the 2nd. I guess it's the 1st. I thought it was going to be Groundhog Day. We'll be doing boats on Sunday night. So tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., we'll have the Independent Review co-stream from AM Wake Up, and then at 12:30 he'll open up the StreamYard. Anyone that wants to talk shit can go in there for about an hour and a half till about 2 Eastern.
Nice.
I usually join. We're supposed to be getting a washing machine delivered, so I don't know if I'll be able to or not. My ours died, so we had to replace it. Sucks. Whole other thing.
Classic.
Then 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, we'll have Angel in the Afternoon live. He'll have Miss Witchy Perfect. That's episode 99. Next week will be episode 100. And then Saturday, they got Pro Wrestling Talk. That's over on the Ocho. Angel's also been doing gaming, and he's planning on doing some gaming on the Ocho now that he hooked up his OBS to Restream. Sunday, we'll be live with boats. And then I'm heading out Tuesday, so there won't be anything next Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, they'll have INN News. Thursday, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll come up with like a replay. What do you got?
I haven't done much research, but I am going to be looking into how I can screen capture my PS4 and try to stream my Dark Souls runs, because they are the stuff of legend and they need to be seen.
That's what everybody here. That's what Discord would be a way to do that, honestly. If we can figure out a way to hook up Discord, like we can record Discord as a camera into Restream.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little poking in that, but I would love to end up doing some streams on the Ocho as well.
We'll work out the logistics for all that if you need us to.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well,
so yeah, I'll do a little research, but yeah, thank you all so much for being here tonight. Seriously, it's so good to be back with you guys again. So.
Yeah, support independent media because we need it more than ever. I love you all, fam, and we'll see you soon.
Say goodnight, Stro. Stro. Good boy.
No.
Right. Bye, everybody.
Fucking lost the stream. Oh wait, you stepped on it. Let me do it again.
Sorry.
No, we just fucking lost the stream.
I think I liked it better being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. I thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
My favorite songs don't hit the same way. I get to the end of a 4-minute track and I'm only looking back
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say?